Welcome back everyone to another Roblox video. Today we're going to be going through the removed Roblox features iceberg. If you don't know what an iceberg video is, the deeper we go down the iceberg, the less known the entries are. But don't worry, you'll figure it out. It's simple. With that being said, let's move on to tier 1. Guest. Roblox guests were added to Roblox on September 26, 2008. The guest was a feature created to let newcomers test Roblox before making an official account. The Roblox guest account was my life from 2012 to 2017 when I made my account. The guest feature on PC was removed on October 2nd, 2017. However, users could still play as a guest on mobile and PC via glitch, but this was patched on November 22nd, 2018. Ticks or tickets. A ticket, also known as Ticks, was a form of Roblox currency alongside Robux. Introduced on August 2nd, 2007, tickets were earned by players through various methods, including visiting the site daily and having others visit their place. Tickets could be spent on items in the marketplace and advertisements. Tickets were mainly used to buy things from the marketplace. At the same time, tickets did not require payment and any registered account could earn them. Tickets could also be converted into Robux and vice versa. The value of tickets varied, but tickets were worth far less than Robux. On April 14, 2016, tickets were removed by Roblox and any remaining balances were forfeited to make Robux. The only currency they were removed because of the amount of people botting and exploiting and essentially just getting free Robux. Builders Club. Builders Club was essentially premium before premium. Builders Club was in beta testing on April 12, 2007 and came out to the public on August 16th of the same year. There are 3 types of Builder Club memberships that a user could have purchased: Builders Club, Turbo Builders Club, and Outrageous Builders Club. Builders Club's other tiers like Turbo Builders Club and Outrageous Builders Club were added on June 18, 2009 and October 28, 2009 respectively. Here's a list of all the benefits each membership tier got, so pause if you'd like to read that. Builders Club was removed from Roblox on September 23, 2019. It was replaced with Roblox Premium, which had similar tiers and pricing but different benefits. Forums. The Roblox forums were used for discussing and socializing with other people in text-based format. The forums housed different sub-forums that each had their own purpose. The forums were introduced on July 12, 2004 and were closed on December 4, 2017, after a post by an admin account announced their eventual removal, which happened a week later on December 11. In the 13.5-year lifespan of the forums, many users made posts and participated in the subcultures of each subforum. And the forums were often a site of much controversy and raiding, especially in their later years. Many people in the forum were known as trolls. One of the most infamous was terminated in 2009. The user was most known as Heartstrings. The user has made over 100 alternate accounts utilizing a VPN over 8 years to continue flame baiting the forums, after the Roblox staff had to poison ban her from the website because she was so dedicated to upsetting users on the forum. Personal servers. Personal servers were a type of experience on Roblox in which players could build and have the experience automatically save progress periodically. Unlike regular experiences, they were only allowed to have one server running. The default building tools given to builders were the Stamper tool and its associated complements. Users had to have the Builders Club membership to be able to make a personal server. However, any player could just join a personal server without Builders Club. When the experienced owner's Builders Club membership expired, the server was still kept, but another server could not be made. Personal servers were discontinued according to Roblox on June 8, 2016, and were later removed. They were converted to regular experiences. Player points. Player points were a scoring system on Roblox generally intended to display players' skill. Player points were first implemented to Roblox as a beta feature on April 15, 2014, and were released out of beta when they were reset in September of the same year. They are often represented as red coins with white stars at the center of their sides. Compared to 2 main currency in Roblox, Robux, and tickets, player points could not be used to buy items in the marketplace or any other place besides games, meaning they are not a form of currency. Player points were known by the community for being useless because it lacked features besides it being a way to show players their skill. It was also criticized for being abused commonly as a limited supply due to some games that sold player points for Robux. According to a staff member, an overhaul was once in the works, but on May 4, 2023, an official dev forum post announced that player points would be retired on June 30, 2023. Developers had until May 31st to migrate legacy points from their game. Experimental mode. Experimental mode was a label placed on experiences that did not have server replication filtering enabled. On July 19, 2017, it was announced that from August 10th, filtering enabled would be renamed to experimental mode, and experimental mode experiences would gradually become hidden from game pages to users under 13. Experimental mode experiences would also become deprioritized in search. On June 26, 2018, it was announced that new experiences would have default to having filtering enabled property enabled and would not appear in game pages for users over 13, and most controversially, the experiences in experimental mode would only be playable if the user was over 13 and friends with the developer of the experience. Less than a week later, on July 25th, 2018, Roblox announced the removal of experimental mode, meaning that all experiences that did not have filtering enabled property enabled would be treated as if it was enabled, once again opening these experiences to users who were under 13 and were not friends with the developer. Finally, on June 1st, 2021, the filtering enabled property was completely erased. Build mode. Build mode is a removed feature on Roblox in which players could use stamper tools to build a game. Instead of making a game in Roblox Studio and testing it when it's done, players were able to build the game as they were playing the game. The tools were used the exact same way they were used in the Welcome to Roblox building, a game built by Roblox. Players used this mode as a fast and easy way to make games without scripts and free models. During its lifespan, build mode was criticized for not allowing much freedom for editing a game and for causing a rush of poorly built games. Due to its said criticisms, most people steered away from build mode. In late December 2016, build mode was quietly removed. Unlike most Roblox removed features, the removal was unannounced on Roblox blog and Roblox social media accounts. Users' advertisements. Advertisements could refer to user-generated ads or outside ads, real/commercial advertisements that are now removed. Users could advertise any items that they had created, including experiences, classic clothing, and groups. There were three specific advertisement dimensions: skyscraper, banner, and rectangle. Beat My High Score advertisements usually showed a button and a line of text such as, I can't beat my high score of 9,001 clicks, encouraging the player to click on the button and try to beat their score. These types of ads were prohibited by Roblox as of June 26, 2016. They also had the fake friend request advertisements, involved users editing the ad to suggest the audience that they might have a friend request, but responding to the friend request led the user to the parent page, which was their experience or whatever they were trying to advertise. To run an advertisement, a user must pay with Robux to do so. The higher the bid, the higher the frequency of advertisement. The feature was fully removed though on June 17th, 2024. Roblox. Roblox, or however you say it, is just simply the trading system we talked about earlier. So yeah, nothing new here. Upload to YouTube. This was a discontinued feature that allowed you to upload directly to YouTube. While you could still record, you're not able to upload directly to YouTube. This was around from 2010 to 2014. And whenever you would upload a video, the name of the video would automatically be set to your username's Roblox video. Each recording was limited to about 14 minutes. We're not sure when this was removed, but I remember in school I used to use this all the time. Gear passes. Gear pass, not to be confused with game passes. A gear pass allows a certain user to connect gear within the marketplace to their experience. Players who purchase the gear on the experience page will receive the gear within the experience, and the creator of the experience will receive 10% of the gear's selling price. As of December 3rd, 2020, Roblox announced the removal of this feature. Clans. Clans are groups of people that could compete for top spots on a game's leaderboard. They got to the top spot by earning player points from that game. The total player points from each person in the clan were added up to determine their spot on the leaderboard. It was announced on April 22nd, 2014, creating a clan required a group, 500 Robux, and Builders Club. On December 12th, 2018, the removal of clans was privately announced. Celeste stated on a dev forum post, "Now that leaderboards and player points have been sunsetted, clans are no longer a meaningful part of Roblox group experience. Over the next few months, we'll be sunsetting clans completely to simplify the user experience. All users who purchased a clan were refunded when clans were removed. On January 23rd, 2019, clans were officially removed." Bevels. Bevels are a partially discontinued graphical Roblox feature which rendered smooth 45-degree meshes. Bevels were introduced to Roblox client in April 2005. They were removed sometime before Roblox's release, however they were re-added on October 30th, 2007. Similar to many of Roblox's graphical elements at the time, they were automatically enabled or disabled by default depending on the user's graphics card. However, they could manually set it up in studio settings. In early 2013, Roblox began undergoing a shift towards a more modern visual aesthetic. As a result, part bevels were removed on April 4th, 2013, ultimately being replaced by outer lines, which would also be later erased. In Roblox blog post by Gemlocker, the following reasons were stated. We've turned off bevels, they hurt performance and don't fit our vision for the future look of Roblox, and shipped new rendering codes that improves performance, practically in the context of rendering static environments on slow and or dated hardware. Stamper tool. The Stamper tool was a tool that was introduced in late 2010, and we talked a bit about it earlier, so I'm not going to go too into detail. It was primarily used in Roblox Studio, Welcome to Roblox Building, and personal servers. The tool inserted models and decals from either the user's items or predefined sets created by Roblox. It was first tested in Roblox Studio and Welcome to Roblox Building, and later released in build mode and personal servers. Ambassador Program. The Administrator Program acted as Roblox referral system so the members can gain more tickets. The program was released on April 22, 2009. Players were required to link Roblox via other websites, and each link would reward all players 2 tickets per domain. With 3 active links, the Administrator badge would be given. A cap was set at 50 links for all players to prevent abuse of the system. In 2009, the well-connected GIF of Linkmaster, which could also be purchased for 400 Robux or 4,000 tickets on the marketplace, was given to users who were in the Administrator program. The Administrator badge was released on April 22, 2009 and discontinued on March 6, 2012. On October 14, 2014, Roblox admin Gordon Rocks 24 announced that the Administrator badge would be deleted and removed from all profiles, a decision that was met with heavy criticism from the Roblox community. On March 6, 2012, Roblox announced that the Administrator program has been discontinued. Combat Initiation Badge. The Combat Initiation Badge was a badge obtainable by getting 10 knockouts on a game which used the classic Roblox leaderboard script. It was one of the easiest badges to obtain as a user on Roblox. On July 10, 2015, this badge was retired along with the Warrior and Bloxer badges due to it being built for an outdated feature, and people were using places that give knockouts to players. Players who had it can keep the badge, but it is no longer available to obtain. Gift Accessories. Gift accessories were a type of accessory that rewarded owners with the gift of another accessory. Gifts were usually given to players who completed a specific task within a limited amount of time, such as accumulating over 1,000 place visits. These tasks were not disclosed to the players, which often led to players creating theories on how certain gifts are earned. After a certain amount of time, players who had not earned the gift could purchase it for Robux. Once the sale period ended, the gift opened. Any player who owned the gift at the time it was opened would receive a specificated prize. Typically, gifts that were more difficult to obtain were priced higher and released more desirable gifts, such as Dominus. Roblox gave out gifts from 2007 to 2017, and since no new gifts have been released since 2017, it is assumed that gifts have been discontinued. Hopefully they make a comeback. Glue. Glue is a type of surface that could hold together 2 parts. The apply button was located in the toolbar near the top of Roblox Studio. By using it, a user could have held multiple parts, bricks, etc. together. In 2015/2016, glue was removed and replaced with welds. When a user tries to add the glue texture in Roblox Studio, it returns to the weld texture. In the 2024 Classic event, it was also used as the water. Play Solo. Play Solo was a feature in which a player could access a place and edit in a single player mode, unable to play with any other player in the mode. It was removed on an unknown date. When this mode existed, owners of the game could always play in this mode in their own games. However, the Play Solo feature would not be available to the public. The logo continued to evolve over time when the mode still existed. The most iconic logo features a green round rectangle button with a dark green letters featuring Play Solo, with a user looking similar to the classic look of Builderman but with a different hat on. Live Ops. Live Ops, also called Developer Events, was a Roblox system which helped replace the event feature. It aimed to better spotlight games by upcoming and established developers by featuring a few games on the splash page each day. This system did not provide marketplace prizes, as developers were recommended to make their own in-game prizes for users who participated in their events. Live Ops was intended to begin on May 13, 2019, but was delayed until May 16th. On November 13, 2019, it was announced that Live Ops would be put on hold until November 21st, 2019, as the system was being reevaluated. It was expected to come back sometime in 2020, but as of 2025, it is still not returned. It is currently unknown if Live Ops has been permanently discontinued or is still being reevaluated by Roblox. Safe Chat and Super Safe Chat. I'm having a hard time finding info on what this entry means, but it's safe to assume Roblox had a chat filter system that was removed or revamped into the chat system we have today. Outlines. Outlines were black, pixel-shaped edges that appear on the edges of parts. In August 2013, it was announced on Roblox blog that outlines would have an option to be disabled. On June 12, 2019, it was announced on a developer forum that outlines would be removed, and on July 1, 2019, they were fully removed. My Feed. My Feed was a feature on Roblox. Created on July 30, 2009, players could receive updates to their status, such as the latest shots from groups they were in, receive updates from games if they were following them, as well as receive status updates from users on their friends list. From November 2021 onward, you could no longer post on your feed, although you could still visit the page. The only way to use this feature though was to post a group shout. It was announced on dev forum post July 18, 2022 that they would be removing My Feed. Sets. Sets were groups of models or decals that were created by players on Roblox. Introduced on January 14, 2010, these sets could have been subscribed to, allowing players to easily find needed models in one easy-to-find location. Sets were located under the Development Now Create page. On this page, you could have seen your sets and subscribed to new sets. In October 2018, an announcement that sets were being removed was made. Roblox browser. Roblox Player and Roblox Studio had an embedded web browser, known as the browser. Previously, users were required to use the browser before playing any places. The browser was replaced in 2022 with the new client of Roblox Player. The web browser was criticized for lacking features of a typical web browser. Impulse Tracker Modules. Impulse Tracker Modules are an audio format that Roblox used to support. Unlike other formats, Impulse Tracker module files are module files which are structured differently to normal sound recordings. The format belongs to Impulse Tracker. The benefit to tracker music is the file size is much smaller compared to MP3 or OGG, at the cost of flexibility and ease of use. This was useful when internet download speeds were much slower in the early 2000s than they are today. Roblox stopped supporting Impulse Tracker module files sometime in late 2019. As a result, attempting to link a sound to an Impulse Tracker module file, Assist will no longer work. Lens Flare. Lens Flare was a lighting effect that would appear on the user's screen while looking at the sun. Lens Flare was one of the first features to be added as it came with Roblox's original graphics 3D engine. Lens Flare was later removed in late of 2007 though. You might also be noticing the further we go down the iceberg, the knowledge entries become a lot shorter. That's just due to the fact that we don't know a lot about certain things. A lot of things that happened in old Roblox just because there wasn't enough players recording data. Rental items. Rental items were items that had a set expiration date. They were introduced on June 3, 2009, and most of these items did not allow you to buy, only rent. Some sponsored items such as the Flintstones car and the Amazing Spider-Man are rental cars. They had 4 and 2 week rentals respectively. That took place on June 25, 2019. And in March 2021, many of the currently on sale rental items were either changed to be bought normally or taken off sale. This feature has not been seen since. Image Moderator Badge. The Image Moderator Badge was a Roblox badge given to players invited to the Image Moderators. This badge was removed in 2014. That's all there is on this entry. Roblox Points. Roblox Points was the original currency of Roblox, introduced in 2004 before Robux was implemented on May 14, 2007. They were notably earned by creating a popular game, getting the top score in a minigame, or winning a contest. They were removed by the time the site exited stealth mode in March 2006 for unknown reasons. Inviter Badge. The Inviter badge was a Roblox badge players received when they invited 3 or more users through email, or if 3 users entered their username in the refer section of the bonus round page. Like the Friendship badge, it's considered a social badge. The Inviter badge was retired on October 14, 2013, although the refer section of the bonus round page wasn't removed for another 2 years. The badge continues to show on players' profiles after its retirement. Super Moderator. A super moderator was a type of moderator that specialized in all areas of moderation on Roblox. They were also known as head moderators. They had more power over other moderators, being able to control the forum, accept, deny, assist, and moderate around the website. There is no player with the super moderator badge currently on Roblox since the rank has been removed. Bloxer badge. The Bloxer badge was a Roblox badge released on December 22, 2006. It was awarded to players who reached at least 250 knockouts and had more knockouts than wipeouts. On July 10, 2015, the badge was retired along with the Combat Initiation and Warrior badges because the feature it was built on became outdated, and people were abusing places to get free KOs, like we talked about earlier in the Iceberg. Insert tools. The insert tool was a building tool that lasted from 2010 to 2013. The insert tool was used as a way to insert models made by Roblox in the community. Since 2013, it's been removed and replaced by the now removed Stamper tool, but can still be used if adding the insert tool to a starter pack, although you can only insert Roblox sets as it's been left broken. Forum Moderator Badge. The Forum Moderator Badge was a Roblox badge given to forum moderators. Users that have this badge were official forum moderators. They had special powers on the Roblox forum and were able to delete and edit threads that violate the community guidelines. This badge is granted by invitation only, however the badge was removed as of the 2014 update, and all players with this badge no longer have it because the forums closed 3 years later. Mega Place. Mega Places were games whose servers could hold up to 50 or more players. Mega Places used more of Roblox's server resources and were allowed to only be created by Builder Club members. Mega Places were officially released in August 2011 after several periods of testing with 100 players on Roblox game testing sites. Mega Places were removed sometime in 2014. After this happened, all users were able to make a place up to 50 players. Sometime in 2019, all players' max player count was raised to 100, and as of 2025, all players can set their max count up to 200, while developer forum members that opted into the beta program may set the maximum player count up to 700. Roblox Outrageous Cast. The Roblox Outrageous Cast were a group of webcasts given exclusively by the Roblox administrators for members of the Outrageous Builders Club. In these webcasts, the administrators discussed upcoming features and allowed OBC members to ask questions. They began in 2009 and ended somewhere in 2011. These streams were hosted on Ustream.tv. The streams were lost, but there are some clips of them.
Pretty much everything you see on the screen I built with the Lua GUI system and with Lua, well not really the Lua GUI system, but the GUI system that everyone has access to and Lua scripts.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. To keep this simple, he basically made really good code for this game. 13 plus item restriction. 13 plus items in the marketplace could have only been purchased by players who registered their accounts with a birth date that has their age at 13 or older. They were identified with a gray tag and could have not been put up for resale or trade. There were 8 13 plus items, with 7 being portrayed as real world guns until the feature was removed altogether on July 3rd, 2020, making all former 13 plus items able to be purchased by users with a birth date under 13. And that'll be all for this Iceberg. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see more icebergs. This took me a lot of time to make, but I think it's worth it. I hope you all enjoyed. Peace out.